Oh, that didn't work.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Nkolifloweryt. I go by KOLI, and today I have a resistance band workout that will get you right, okay? It is 4 rounds, and you have 1 minute in between each round, 30 seconds in between each exercise. Now, the reason why I wanted to do a resistance band workout and show this to you guys on my channel is because I know a lot of us are resorting to cardio as our everyday workout, and sometimes that gets exhausting. And the great thing about resistance band workouts is it helps with muscle toning. So if you already have that muscle, you want to maintain it, or you want to build a little bit of muscle during this time of quarantine. So just make sure you have a resistance band. I also had a mat. You can literally do this anywhere, inside and outside. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Comment down below or follow me on Instagram, ask me there. I post a lot there when it comes to exercises. If anything is too difficult, feel free to moderate it in whatever works for you in your fitness journey. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started.
So before we start out the workout, we're definitely going to do a warm up. So I do a couple exercises in place to just increase my heart rate, get the blood moving, and make sure that my muscles are warm. It's pretty easy to get warm in Houston, but besides that, I want to make sure I have full range of mobility in my body and prevent any injuries from happening throughout the workout. Okay, let's get started with a squat and then an upper body crunch. These are perfect to start the burn off because you're not only engaging your core, but also your glutes. So the important thing to remember here is to practice correct form and then also keep your core tight. Next, we're going into upper body with some rows. And the important thing to do here is just to make sure most of your upper body is pointing forward. And when you're pulling up, you're pulling all the way up to your chest. You got to be careful with your band. You don't want to snap it. So if you want to do this while you're kneeling, then that's perfect as well. All right, next we're going into my all-time favorite, which is the banded squat jumps. You can feel free to modify this and just squat in place, but one thing I will keep in mind is make sure the bands are above your kneecaps because you don't want to cause any injuries. All right, so we're gonna hit the floor for some abs, and I just went ahead and used the heaviest bands in the set that I own, but go ahead and feel free to use whatever bands you feel comfortable with and where you're at in your fitness journey to do the bicycles. The biggest recommendation I can give here to ensure that you don't fall is to use your lower back to kind of help you balance. Next, we're going into another favorite, which is a glute bridge and then an abduction, which is going away from each other. And the great thing about this exercise is that it targets not only your glutes, but your hamstrings, which is very difficult to target nowadays, and then also a bit of abs. Next, we are doing some bicep curls, and here you just want to make sure that there's not a break in your wrist and that your upper body is upright. Again, feel free to do this while kneeling if you feel like your bands aren't strong enough to do this while standing. And then one last thing is to make sure that the elbow that you're working on, or the side that you're doing the exercise on, your elbow stays right next to your body and it's not moving up. The only thing that's moving is your arm towards your body. Now we have some band pull-aparts. This is definitely going to get you sore. So here we're working not only the chest, we're working the triceps, the biceps, the shoulders, just everything. So make sure you go at your own pace and keep the band right in front of you. Next, we're doing some donkey kick straight leg. And here you just want to make sure your leg is straight and you're just lifting as high as possible. Just monitor where your band is because sometimes it does snap and come up. But also keep your upper body and back as straight as possible. And kick it on up, girl. Now we're doing a variation of the leg lift, and we're going to be making a rainbow shape with your foot. Again, same form, but make sure that when you are doing this, when I say 10 each, it's boom, boom, that's one, all right? Don't cheat on me. All right, so this one's going to be a little rough, but you got this. We're going to be doing mountain climbers. Now, I did the heaviest bands. Again, if you are still just working on training your core and you're in the beginning stages, feel free to use something lighter, but make sure your back is flat and your arms are right underneath you and you're driving as far up as possible. I think this is our last one, and we're doing lateral lunges or lateral squats, to each their own. And here the biggest thing you want to make sure is that you're sitting as low as you can, but you're monitoring where your knee is. You don't want it to be going over your toe, and you also want to make sure that all your weight is in your heel to get that glute nice and burning. Okay, I may have lied. This is the last one. But with this exercise, you want to make sure that your legs are nice and straight right in front of you or above you, and you're keeping your core tight. I went ahead and put my hands right behind my butt. But if you really, really got this, you can lift your hands and let the core do all the work. Make sure after every workout you go ahead and stretch. Flexibility definitely helps your mobility with your lifts, your squats, just everything, and it'll definitely help with soreness the next day.
Okay, so that concludes the video. I hope you were able to either use this entire workout or take a couple bits and pieces here and there. Again, if something doesn't work for you, feel free to modify it, and make sure you're drinking water before and after these workouts. Summer is coming, so you need to be hydrating. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!